he's like you. I said, okay. Yeah, he's very good. He's very talented. And I was like, shit. Like, hopefully he does great. And cheers and, cheerily and took some brakia and he kept on going. So I think like 2-3 years later, we put the thing around warming up. See guys coming down the stairs and they just scream, Mark. Hey, shit. People here. And I said, it's my brother. Mark was with Polo Joe. That's what we were talking about. I was telling you, these guys are really good. I remember, like, even just rookies, they were playing for the Hits, right? And they didn't know who to wear any clothes. Like, you know what, like, you should play, I don't care, like, picking off the bench, the Nurkic, starter. But eventually, I was really the right thing, and going forward, it became, I think, one of the all-time greats in that position. So,
just to watch you run away. Tell me who's getting on my love? Who's getting on my love? Tell me who's getting on my time? All of that used to be mine. Oh, who did you teach what I taught you? Better not give him my nickname. I don't like thinking about it. I swear that it's wearing me down. No, but tell me who's getting all of mine? Who's getting all of mine? Down. Love and lust. Down. All of us. Give me a run for my money. There is nobody, no one that'll run me. Another world premiere. So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely, living lovely. She's lovely. I wanna be with you. Hey. I wanna be with. I wanna be with you. Hey. I wanna be with. I wanna be with you. Just love me. If I didn't ride blade on curve, would you still love me? If I'm in my mind at work, would you still love me? Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than to love me. Keep it a whole 100, don't got you, I got nothing. Hey, I got something. Hold up, we gon' function. Hey, no assumption. Feeling like Tyson with it. Knock it out twice, I'm with it. Only for the night, I'm kidding. Only for life, yeah, only for life, yeah, only for life, let's get it. Hit that shoulder lean. I know it coming over me. Backstroke overseas. I know what you need. Already on 10, all money come in. All feeling go out, this feeling don't drought, this party won't end. If I didn't ride blade on curve, would you still? If I'm in my mind at work, would you still? Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than to. Keep it a whole 100, don't got you, I got nothing. Run for my money. There is nobody, no one that'll run me. So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely, living lovely. She's lovely. I wanna be with you. Hey, I wanna be with. I wanna be with you. Hey, I wanna be with. I wanna be with you. Just love me. I'm on the way. We ain't got no time to waste. Popping your gum on the way. Am I in the way? I don't want pressure, you none. I want your blessing today. Oh, by the way, open the door by the way. Told you that I'm on the way. I'm on the way. I know connection is vague. Pick up the phone for me, babe. Damn it, we jamming. That had a two from your nanny. Curving your hip from your mammy. Remember, Gardena, I took the studio camera. I know Top will be mad at me. I had to do it. I want your body, your music. I bought the big one to prove it. Look what you made. Told you that I'm on the way. I'm like an exit away. Yep. If I didn't ride blade on curve, would you still? If be with you. Just love me.
Play it out loud. Play my shit out loud. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Let me hear it out loud.
Sometimes I like slim, sometimes I like thick, sometimes I combine and I like them slick. Them slick probably went over your head. Couldn't lay up, I just went over for head. Made her change of plans when she bent over the bed. And now she on the balcony, pinned over the ledge. Been a few days, but I sent over some bread. It can get rough with tuition and rent over your head. Not to save hoes or rescue anybody, but a nigga know what stress do to the body. And I done seen you in the best shoes, but Zanati shit be looking like fresh shoes on Bugattis. And I don't know who invented high heels, but I swear we all on one. And if you do know that man, girl, I be like, where you know I'm from? You so slick, so small, curvy, teeth all pearly, hair all curly. Was a tomboy, now you all girly. Never look tired, but you wake up all early. Hit the gym, keep it toned up. Progress pic, hole in your phone up. Oh,
Right, you know what? You know what? Let's get right to the shits, bro. Let's get right to the shits. Let's get right to it. We're going to turn off the chat and get right to it. WrestleMania 41, full card. I got my picks. SmackDown just ended. I'm gonna probably end up posting this tomorrow, but SmackDown just ended a couple hours ago. Some interesting thing happened. I don't think anything that happened tonight is gonna change my predictions, but I gained some new respect for some people, and you know, actually, I think it made my original predictions even more clear for the main event. And we're going to talk about that in a second. But we're going to start from night one, go in order, and break it down. I'm pretty sure that they've announced Gunther, Ring General, versus Jey Uso is opening the show. So we're going to talk about that first. Personally, I love Gunther. But I think if you're going to pull the trigger on Jey Uso, now is the time. All this build up, all this fan hype, all this bringing Travis Scott out with them, all this, you know, crazy selling merch, the best entrance in the game right now, all the fanfare. At some point, you got to just put a belt on him. At some point, you got to let him win. And I think this is the time. Some people may not like it. Some people may think it's like a charity win that they're just giving it out, because the feud has not been, you know, up to some people's expectations or up to par for some people for a WrestleMania match, which is probably the reason why it ended up not main eventing on one of these nights, as some people originally thought that it would. But I'm on Jey Uso in that first match. We're going to move straight down. We're going to go Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair, Jesus. Not the greatest build up on this one either, I'll be honest. Not the most exciting, but I'm going to click on the previews here. I think that'll probably show a little picture there. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting professional with it. Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton. Hasn't been the best build up. Almost zero chemistry on the mic between the two. But I think when they get in the ring and when the match starts, it's gonna be cinema. Just like the Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair match. I don't know if I remember. Were people really thinking that they had great chemistry on the mic? I feel like they weren't. But then the match still ended up delivering. And I feel like that's what this is going to be yet again. And I think Charlotte puts her over, and I'm going Tiffany Stratton in this one. remaining the champion, and moving on. The next one is what I think is going to be the sleeper pick for the best match, not only of the night on Saturday night, but of the whole weekend. This is Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom, Finn Balor, Pinta, and Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. Me personally, if it was up to me, because this dude is probably my favorite. No, not even probably. My favorite wrestler under 30 right now, Braun Breaker, easily. It's not even close. My favorite wrestler under 30 of this next generation is Braun Breaker. He's ready for everything. He's ready for everything. He's ready to be in the top title picture. He's ready to be in the main event picture. I think he's ready for it all. And I think they're going to keep building him up even more. And for that reason, I think they take the title off of him and take him on to bigger things. Sadly, because he's my favorite. Now, who do I think will take it off of him? I think the obvious pick here for most people would probably be Dominic Mysterio. Maybe Pinta. And I think the least likely would probably be Finn Balor. And to be honest, like I said with Jey Uso, with the heat that he gets right now, it can't last forever. So I think now would be the perfect time to pull the trigger and go ahead and put a belt on Dominic Mysterio. The crowds don't love him. Well, they love him, but they hate him, you know. Work. Shoot, they love him. Work, they hate him. Either way, the crowd reacts when Dominic Mysterio comes out. I think it's the time to put a title on Dominic Mysterio and see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see somebody that becomes a champion, possibly, that can't even get a word out on the mic. Now, that's going to be a little bit interesting. To have a champion that's unable to cut promos because they get mercilessly booed. I wonder if that's going to stop. I wonder if he's going to find a way to fight through him. Or I wonder if that's just going to keep being part of the gimmick. Like, even as a champion, he never cuts promos because he just gets booed so hard. I think eventually the boos will stop, which is why I said right now is the time to strike. Because people always come around. Even though we know the fans really like Dom, at some point they're going to want to cheer him. Because we know deep down they really do like him. Liv Morgan, Raquel versus Lyra, Valkyrie versus and Bayley. This match, not the most excited about it. Yeah. Liv's great in ring. Lyra's great in the ring. Bayley's a legend. I like Raquel Rodriguez as well. I think that they retain. Not too much more about that one. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. This is another one that I say the buildup has been very lackluster. The, storyline has been very lackluster. There hasn't been a lot of effort into a storyline. There hasn't been a lot of storytelling as to why this match is happening. There hasn't been a lot of, heat that's built up to this moment. But I feel like that happens sometimes with Logan Paul. And still, the matches are great. And it's AJ Styles. So, I feel like you can have the worst feud, the worst promos on the mic, even though I don't think he's terrible on the mic, but you can have the worst feud, the worst promos, the least hyped up rivalry. But when we get to that night on WrestleMania, he's probably going to have the most viral moment. He's probably going to have the most talked about match. He's on there with some big dogs this time. So probably not the most talked about, but he may have the most viral moment. And I think Logan Paul wins this. And I think obviously we're going to have another moment where somebody's going to be in a prime bottle. Some celebrity or some streamer is going to come out and help Logan Paul or even go against Logan Paul possibly. And my guess, he's had Speed. He's had KSI. And I just gave a teaser there. I think he's going to have something involving Kai Cenat. You know, he gets all the biggest names. I think he's going to bring Kai Cenat will be in some capacity. I don't even know if he's in Vegas right now. This is a long shot guess. But I feel like Kai Cenat's going to be involved. I may be wrong. I may be stupid. I'm too old to be watching streams. Well, I'm not too old to be watching streams, obviously. I stream myself. I watch streams. But I'm too old to like keep up with it on a day-to-day basis. Like, I don't know where this nigga's at right now. He could be there. And if he's there, then I'm going to look real smart. Because that's my guess. I just realized that I started on Sunday and not Saturday. I am a dumbass. But I'm going to just keep going. Damian Priest versus Drew. I'm going Drew. Man, he looks zesty in his picture. I feel like for a while I was thinking that this was, you know, a match that I wasn't that excited about. And a match that I didn't really see the need for. But they've done a good job building it up in these last couple of weeks. But I'm going Drew McIntyre on that one. And then I was supposed to do Saturday first, but I am an idiot. We'll go back to Saturday next. Cody Rhodes. Or maybe I'll edit this and flip it around. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Now, the promo tonight was one of the times where I've been the most impressed with Cody Rhodes. The way that he just turned that crowd. The way that he went from getting booed to getting cheered at the end of the segment. The way that the fans didn't even want to hear him get a word out. To them literally on the edge of their seat to every word he had to say. Bravo to Cody Rhodes. Because I thought John Cena did very well in this promo. But I thought Cody Rhodes got the best of that promo tonight. And after he called him overrated, after he starts going really deep on some personal, shoot real life stuff that John Cena's gone through, the crowd really turned. The crowd really cheered. The end of the segment, we get some physicality. Cody Rhodes hits John with the crossroads. And this is the key right here. Every physical confrontation they had, Cody has got the best of it. And when that happens, the opposite guy, that usually means the opposite guy is going to win the match. We've had years and years and years and years of John Cena looking weak, John Cena losing to lesser opponents, John Cena on a crazy losing streak, John Cena fans mad that he's looking weak. And the whole point of this heel turn is that he couldn't get it cleanly because he's past his prime. He knows he can't do it on his own anymore, but he's so desperate that he sold his soul. So what would be the point of all that and then have him lose? I think that would be a waste of time. So I think this might be the clearest pick on the whole 2 nights card. John Cena's winning this. I was never a Cena guy. I was never a Cody guy. I'm a guy that's always... Hold on. Oh my God. Don't edit that out. Keep that in. We keep it real over here. No editing. Oh, that's disgusting. Anyway, I've been a guy that I've always gone with the heels. I always like the bad guy. When I'm watching movies, I always like the villain. I always like the bad guy. Dragon Ball Z growing up, I was a Vegeta guy. You know the vibes. So I never liked Cena. I never liked Cody. But I have really been enjoying this heel era of John. I think he wins the belt. Because if he loses, I don't understand what he would even do for the rest of this, farewell tour. Yeah. I think John wins it. He's not going to be around too much longer. Cody will not, they do it in a way where Cody doesn't end up looking weak. Probably will have The Rock interfere where Cody still looks strong. Makes John look even more like a heel, even more heated or hated by the fans because he will win in a cheap way, a heelish way. And it'll continue to build more heat for the heel run and continue to build more for the ultimate payoff when he turns back in his final moments before retirement. So yeah, I go John Cena winning Sunday night main event. Actually, this worked out perfect because I like the Saturday night main event a little bit more anyway. We're gonna start from the bottom. Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. I don't even know if this match is happening after tonight. I don't know if this match is happening. I think Rey Mysterio's injured. Like, shoot, real deal, injured. Like, not even injured on the TV, not even injured for the show, not even injured for a segment. Like, fan cams captured it. Only fan cams captured it. That's what makes me think, nah, he's really injured. So I don't even know. I didn't think Rey was going to win the match anyway, but I feel like this match might be scrapped or somebody's going to replace Rey because that looked as legit as it can get. So I don't even know, but I would say El Grande Americano will win the match. Who is that? Who is under the mask? Is it Omos? Is it Mark Henry? Is it Bret the Hitman Hart? Is it the Boogeyman? Who is it, bro? I don't know. Is it Chad? No, it can't be Chad Gable. Doesn't even look like him. No, it's not. Yeah, I don't know who it is. But I think they win. Whoever it is. Whoever this mysterious person is under the mask will win. Now, the next one is Jade Cargill versus Naomi. This is probably the match that's had the best build-up, the best storyline, the best, long-term storytelling. But I do think this might be, I'm not going to say a squash match, but I think it's going to be something that's going to, a time to make Jade look really strong, to build her up even more for the future. So I'm definitely going Jade Cargill here. I think they're going to make her look extremely strong. I think they're going to build her to keep moving up cards to eventually get to a Bianca Jade Cargill payoff feud. World Tag Team match, the War Raiders versus the New Day. I ain't even clicking on this shit. I'm not interested in this match, I'll be honest. I'm a little bit mad the Street Profits ain't get on the WrestleMania card. I'm kind of sick about that. If we were going to have a tag team match in the men's division, I think it should have been the Street Profits. So, I don't really care who wins this match, to be honest. Who cares? Who cares? LA Knight, Jacob Fatu. This one hasn't had the greatest build-up. Not the most amazing chemistry between the two, but I think it will be a pretty good match. But this one, like the Jade Cargill, is like we have an established person that losing will not hurt them too much versus a rising star that they almost have to make look strong to keep their trajectory going up. And I think that's what they're going to do with Jacob Fatu here. Similar with Jade Cargill, like I said. I don't know, maybe not necessarily a squash match, but I think it's going to be a dominant win for Jacob Fatu to continue to build him up cards and continue to get him moving, give him that United States Championship and build towards an ultimate feud with many people, but obviously Solo Sikoa is the one that's staring right down the barrel for us. I kind of jumped all around. Did I miss anything? Holy shit, what the hell am I doing? If we got all of Sunday. This is what happens when you don't edit. Tiffany Stratton, we got that one. Gunther versus Jey Uso, we got that one. I don't know how I got mixed up and missed them all, but we're finally here. Saturday night's main event, the one I'm the most excited about. The three big dogs. The three big dogs of the last generation. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk. Another excellently built match with an amazing storyline involving the three. Everyone's tied in for a reason. Everything makes sense. Everything matters. And paying attention to these past couple weeks, past couple months, past couple, segments. Seth had an amazing segment tonight. And it seems like in a lot of the, physical altercations, especially the last one, Actually, I don't know. It seems like the last one, CM Punk definitely was getting the best of Roman. But I think ultimately, there's a couple ways this can go. Similar to the... I think it sucks to say it because he's my favorite of the three. But I feel like there's probably no way Roman's going to win. I feel like there's no way they're going to let Roman win, which sucks to me. I think Seth is really the pick. I'm not really a big CM Punk guy. I'm sorry. I'm straight edge as well, so I should be. I like a lot of his, things that he says on the mic and outside of, in real life. I like, some of the stuff that he says. But I've just never been the biggest CM Punk guy. Sorry. Of the three, I'm the least fan of CM Punk. But I feel like he has a good chance of winning this. But if I really had to put money on it, if I really had to pick, I think we see the ultimate twist where everyone thinks it's Roman and CM Punk fighting over Paul Heyman. Ultimately, we see that in the shadows, in the darkness, in the background, this whole favor, this whole, confusion between who is Paul really with? Roman Reigns, is he with CM Punk? This whole everything messing with Roman's mind, messing with CM Punk's mind, Roman being betrayed. The ultimate puppet master, the final boss. And I think Seth Rollins wins the match, becomes a Paul Heyman guy, and we see he ultimately is becoming a Paul Heyman guy because Paul Heyman is becoming a final boss guy. And this might be crazy, that is a faction. The sellouts, essentially, where The Rock is ultimately pulling the strings to make Seth freaking Rollins, John Cena, and Paul Heyman stay on top no matter what. I think that's what's going to happen here. Either that or CM Punk wins. Those are my two scenarios. CM Punk wins, and then Roman, again, is a victim of betrayal. And then they build possibly a Roman Reigns versus CM Punk feud over Paul Heyman. But I think Seth wins it. They throw a wrench in everybody's predictions and brains and make Seth a Paul Heyman guy. And maybe we don't even find out about it now because I think Rock is coming out Sunday to make John win. Maybe we don't even find out who's ultimately pulling the strings. But later down the line, we see that the reason Paul turned his back on Roman and CM Punk is ultimately because the final boss got in that ear and forced the Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, John Cena connection, and that is the new faction. Running shit. Which in turn could ultimately lead to a Roman Rock scenario. Could. When we finally find out it was Paul pulling the strings the whole time, after he gets done with CM Punk, after they both realize that Paul betrayed them both, after he gets, probably will feud with Seth at some point, maybe by WrestleMania next year, we finally get the reveal, that the puppet master behind it all to get Paul to turn on him was ultimately The Rock, and we get Roman Rock. That's my prediction, and I'm sticking with it. Let me know your predictions in the comments, in the chat. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm mad I'm not there in Vegas. I'm sorry. I wish I could be there providing content like last year. It was an amazing weekend in Philly. Last year at WrestleMania. this year. They happen to put y'all gonna put WrestleMania on Easter Sunday, bro? Come on. I'm gonna be in the black church, bro. I gotta go to black church. They don't play that. We in the South. We don't play that, bro. On Easter, we go to church. I'm still gonna watch, but I won't be there in Vegas, and it sucks because Vegas is one of my favorite cities. I'm there all the time for UFC, but I will definitely be watching the card, and I will be definitely monitoring how my predictions go. Let me know yours in the comments. Like, subscribe. I'm gonna start doing some more WWE videos. I stay saying that. I do a little bit every once in a while for the big PLEs, but y'all know, I'm a day one. I'm a lifer. Thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. Peace. Holy W. I think I end the stream now. I gotta drive home. My hair's still wet. My hair's dripping. I thought it was dry, but it's not. I can feel it running down my back. So I think it's time we end the stream. Yo, Tyler, it's so bad. All right. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Peace out. See you niggas on Tuesday. Catch you later.